let's see if we can get this weighing, guys.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Oakland Raiders. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
Brandon, when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach and talked about how they wanted to begin this game offensively, they talked about their script, didn't they? 10 to 15 plays, the first 10 to 15 they had on their script. Nowhere on the script was there throwing an interception, I have to believe.
And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Down. 180.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
And Carr's going to keep it himself. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Derek Carr scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Carlson now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Throw it back some confidence.
See what happens. They go back in the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
That's good.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
The first carry now from Marshawn Lynch. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Allen Bailey coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Carr. He's going to run, but he's got to lose it now. The ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hill. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Ace! Got him to left.
They'll run with a pickup. This is Williams. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Watch tight end. Out. 3 down.
On first down, Mahomes. Caught here by Conley. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hill. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in position.
Playing hard, fellas. Let's get it.
We'll see Kelsey in the slot to the left. Try and run. This is Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Damian Williams, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Butker now to kick this one away. The return man here, Dwayne Harris. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And he's got the hook up to Brandon LaFell. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Cargo. He completes it to Jordy Nelson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, a 22. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Carr gives to Rashawn. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great play there. 37 yards. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Carlson now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Mahomes need the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
3 down, 3 down.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And now running right through it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Mahomes now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Room to run past midfield. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm of how he can hurt you. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Ace! 53, Mike.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Chris Jones on the stop. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. Lets it go for Nelson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Heavy.
Carr gives to Marshawn. And an alley to run. He's got the 1st down past the 30. And all the way up to the 33-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So after the run by Lynch, here's another 1st and 10. The final shot here before half. Carr eluding the pressure right. He shakes him off. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We now proceed to the start of the 2nd half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's EA Sports. It's in the game. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their play.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chris Jones able to get him for a loss of about 3. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there. Carter Nelson, 49 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Carr. Flush to his right. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jared Cook, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because
And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. Frosty Rocker in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Looking deep downfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
GG's. GG's, baby. He's gone. Good. strike one of that. Media. On the jar. Letterbox. It's on this one. Looks good to me. Oh, you're right. I can do exclamation text card. Down like this. Yeah, I can't read that. Oh, there we go. I think that looks good. There's no chances completely. Do this. It looks dumb, doesn't it? Yeah. Still like that. Alright, I think it looks fine like that. I think it looks fine like that. Alright, let's get into our next game.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the east side of the Bay Bridge in Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to believe. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Carolina Panthers. Here's Chandler Catanzaro ready to get this one started. And off we go from Oakland. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Watch tight end, tight end's right,
now on first down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A good pickup there at 22. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Mario Addison in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. Shotgun now for Carr. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. K1 Short in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays.
Go put it back.
Sack lunch, baby. Yum, 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 yum.
Then go.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Tight end's right.
White down.
Tight end's right.
To throw, it's Carr. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Taken at the 10. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Now the move by Stanford, Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
Tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Do some.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Flushed out right. Incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Is that the flag?
He'd be giving me up. A lot of issues up here in the booth. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Here we go.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 15 and a first.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they want the ball, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Do some.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And the first play will be a field goal try. And Go's kick is right through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you get to the red zone, if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Carr to throw after the play fake. Lynch going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. A big play that time for the Raiders. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now. 1st and 10. First down to run with Lynch. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So 5 yards there is where the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. They'll roll him out. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Okay, let's decide here. He was open, right? Not extraordinarily open, but open enough that if you're an NFL quarterback, you got to make that, right? That's got to be complete.
9 times out of 10, that's a completed pass.
Yeah, he missed that one and missed it in a big way.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They let their nose on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And that goes for a gain of 31.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket, because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. To his left. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
3 down. 22, gun.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
This is Lynch. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Lynch. to get it across the 10 to 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. So after the run by Lynch, here's another 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
It seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Well,
he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Mario Addison in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
7:34.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And give him a gain of 37.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball is not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
808.
4 down, check, 4 down.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? Oh, nice move. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jordy Nelson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So you want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Easy work. It's easy work.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the 2nd half is now underway. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On 2nd down is Newton. Eluding the pressure right. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting 30 yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a second down.
Do some.
From the gun, here's Newton. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down.
Here we go. On the ball, on the ball, on the ball, on the ball.
Strong left. Strong left. Strong left.
Great, great.
Here's Newton. He'll buy some time right.
Twist.
It's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
He's to the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to the...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Frosty Rocker able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3.
Yeah, that's how we do, D.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Gun, gun, gun.
Out of the gun, Newton. That's complete, right around the 8. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the...
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Key to tight end.
Great, great, great.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
All day, baby.
Come on now.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Odd. 5 down. Stand up.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They come out here in the eye.
Stand up in.
Here we go with McCaffrey. And takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the 4th. And he'll bang that one through. Cat and 0 out now as he'll kick this one away. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is to get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Now he'll throw deep left side. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Carl try it again on second down. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Get it to the back end of the backfield to make a big play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Here we go, we're good, we're good.
Again, it's Richard. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a third down and 6 to go.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Instead of making him earn it on 4th, they jump and give him the first.
I love the way you just phrased that. Didn't really have to earn it, did they? Bad discipline on the defensive side of the ball.
So now from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jordy Nelson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. Carlson now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back on the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this is not...
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tahir Whitehead. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
And that one... Oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Panthers are going to take another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And they'll pound it with Lynch. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
The kick by Carlson is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
Great, great, great.
Three down.
Back to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
We got three.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And the return comes to a halt right.
Because I needed to get the dog out. Don't worry about it. Hey, I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Let's go. How you doing today, Hollywood Payne? How's it going, man? One more game before I make dinner.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Oakland Raiders. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
This is the same day.
OP, OP.
On first 10, here's Carr. Flush to his right. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Throwing now is Carr. Into a double team, it's intercepted. Picked off by Captain Mutterland. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
That's the way to get it.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Flushed out right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a second down. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw on second down, Newton. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Newton to Olsen there for Carolina first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging,
and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead.
Nice check. Touchdown. Nice check, offense. Good job, offense.
Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. That's in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or maybe just throw that out the window?
I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now Carr throwing on second down, escaping the pressure right. He'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
12, Jumbo.
Watch 30.
Carr now on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Vernon Butler able to get him for a loss of about 3. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold the ball as you go to the ground.
And the pressure gets to him again. Mario Addison in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Now Carr eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this thing go. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They give him a gain of 38.
And Derek Carr just keeps improving. He can be dangerous not just inside the pocket, but as we see here, outside of it as well.
Kid born in California, played his high school in Texas, and quarterback written all over him. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Golden. And he'll go down inside 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by to react to it and pull in the interception.
Being chased out left. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go to every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some track athletes. We're trying to put him on the ground.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Gun.
Third and long. It's Newton. Flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, I get what he's trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And now it's second down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
On the handoff, Lynch. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Here's Cardone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Brandon LaFell from 19 yards away. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Gun.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton. And to the tight end Olsen, right side. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Hey, we got 3 down.
Operating from the gun. Newton into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to the pass.
Letting one go deep for Roberts. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
To throw, it's Carr. Flushed out right. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got him bracketed out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough. Carlson able to put this one through. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Following the penalty, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout,
Here we go.
as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll run it now out of the gun. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Check 52.
The Raiders on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Raider 8!
To throw his car. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Luke Kuechly. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. The kick, Carlson, is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they get the field goal here at the end of the second quarter and take the lead into the lockers.
And isn't that what every team wants to do? Right at the end of the half, put points on the board, and go into the locker room feeling a lot better about them.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right.
We're gonna set. 180.
Alert.
Gun.
The shotgun snap for Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Here we go.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Newton on first down. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
We're gonna set. 180.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Gun.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Under 10. 10.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
You got 3.
We're gonna set. 180.
Alert 3.
Green. Gun.
53.
From the gun, Newton steps away to his left. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Nifty job there on the scramble. Got 12 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Tight ends on the Ringo.
Green.
Here's now on 2nd down. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I don't think what we just saw there was any surprise because when Christian McCaffrey came out of Stanford, we knew he was a threat running it and catching it. And any way you can get the ball in his hands, you wanted to do so. Personally, I thought he ran the best routes of anyone coming out of his draft class, and that included the wide receivers.
Last year, 80 receptions, also in the return game. He's a bit of a Swiss Army knife, isn't he?
He certainly is. Every which way you want to go, however you want to package him, I do think his running production will increase in 2018.
It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs can be a big part of any passing offense now.
Sliding out of the pocket. He can run. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Operating from the gun. Newton buying time to his left.
I got one.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are going to strike for 6. And he's got it up and through. Cat and 0 out now as he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he brought down at about the 23-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. Hey, they're trying to get some consistency.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Dontari Poe busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Carr. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gain of 39 on 3rd. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Carr. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
7:34. Hey, Raider 2.
Carr now on 1st down. Caught by Nelson left side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Deuce right, Chief.
On 1st down, Carr. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really good defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon. Out of way.
There's the fullback now, Keith Smith. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, not be deterred by anything else.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marshawn Lynch, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have moved in front here in the 4th quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Newton now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Newton He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up the block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Switch.
Gun.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here we go.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Here we go, set.
He'll look to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
42. It's coming up. Set. 180.
Jam.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush will just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
He'll get it up the middle. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Watch tight. Tight end right.
Here we go, set. 180.
They try and run for this. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use it.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. Finding